And some might say in this industry you might want to throw in the towel at this point. With the internet and the dysfunction that we are currently occurring with our streaming and whatever else you want to call it. But we're going to attempt to push through, and if we just downgrade to just only a radio service for anyone still tuning into our live stream, this is how it's going to be, and it's a quick out and a no. An error over first. Evan Brock reaches to come in for Batavia, and two more score. It's 4-0 for Batavia. Off the error, the throw down by the first baseman's feet, and it is now 4-0. Here in the bottom of the third. Whatever else you want to call this. We just try to get caught up with absolutely everything because that's how long we've been gone. We're in the third inning, and it's soon to be wrapped up, and that almost to be a put out at first against number 11, Evan Brock, who hit a little grounder with the infield grass over to the third baseman. He's able to charge in, but the throw not on anywhere where it needed to be to the first baseman. Excuse me, shortstop. And that will go down as an error against the shortstop. Evan Brock advancing the second. Jackson Inman, Brandon Reyna coming into for two more scores unearned. Try to get caught up with absolutely 2-0 count back at the home plate. How long we've been gone? We're in the third inning. Number 16, first baseman James Quintero up to bat. At first against number 11, Evan Brock, who hit a little grounder with the infield grass over to the third baseman. He's able to charge in, but the throw 2-0, not on outside, ball three. 3-0 count. Excuse me, shortstop. That will go down as an error against the shortstop. Evan Brock advancing the second. Jackson Inman, Brandon Reyna coming into for two more scores unearned. 2-0 count back at the home plate. Number 16, first baseman James Quintero up to bat. First against number 11, Evan Brock, who hit a little grounder with the 3-1 count. And ball four, Quintero awarded at first base. Ball three, 3-0 count. Again, I have count, 0-1 count for designated hitter number 34, Joey Sikora. Awarded at first base. Joey Sikora set up the first. I have scoring position for Batavia in the bottom of the second. They doubled down the left field line. Advanced Quintero, who he singled the right center just before him over to third base, which Cooper Romick a sac fly over in center. Allowing Quintero to put the first score on the board for Batavia. Since then, it's been 3 alone this inning. So they get Sikora out of first base. We're just going to try to catch everything up, and like they say in show business, and I've said this how many times, the show must go on. And I feel like I have to say this just for my own will, is I am so sorry for how these planned broadcasts has transpired. Again, internet is something out of my control, but yeah, I feel so sorry for how things are turning out on our end. Sorry we were not able to uphold that, but we're going to just push through and try to have a survival live stream up until the end, but again, there is alternate choices out there if you provide a higher viewer experiencing than a webcam and our lone microphones that we got going on here on WBTA radio. UTICA is providing a play-by-play with no video coverage, so this is the best video coverage that you can get compared between us and Utica, but at the same time, high buffering rates. And I feel like that just needed to be said. We're going to cut to a small commercial break, and hopefully when we get back, we can find some energy to close out the remaining, what would it be, 6 innings of this game. We'll see then. Again, internet is something out of my control, but yeah, I feel so sorry for how things are turning out on our end.
Order for the BATAVIA MUCKDOGS.
Feeding the pack?
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs!
Go dogs!
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia MUCKDOGS.
For those of you still remaining, we are now in the 4th inning, and what you missed was just quick strike 1, and make that strike 2, an 0-2 count. Gavin Chandler still out there on the mound. You have not missed that switch up for Batavia. Again, they lead 4-0 after 3 full innings have gone by us early in this game. 0-2 count. The leadoff hitter, Xavier Smith. That's in for ball 1. 1-2.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official
This was
sponsor
sent over to
of the
third.
Batavia
Jackson in with the throw in time for the putouts. So 1 gone already. What you missed was just quick strike 1, and make that strike 2, an 0-2 count. Gavin Chandler still out there on the mound. You have not missed that. Just trying to, as said, I'm definitely just the definition of what you would call a broken record, but again, can't help but feel responsible. I do apologize for the broadcast that we are displaying. This one lined over to second. Evan Brock able to make the putouts. Collects it into the chest. 2 outs now with 2 up, 2 down. If I can finally read the number, it's number 15 up to bat. Catcher number 15, Ethan Madison. As, you know, trying to fix the internet and record who was up and who was not. It's going to be no surprise to many, but not the easiest thing to multitask. That's ball 1 for Ethan Madison. 2-0 count. See what talking points we can go through. If any of our graphics, in addition, will be able to work with us. 2-0 count, 2 outs, and now a 3-0 count, excuse me. Able to make the putouts. Collects it into the chest. But we're gonna from right here. We're gonna move on from right here. I'm gonna dwindling on my notion of what we have regarding the internet and the set of circumstances and just move forward with baseball. 3-1, that's down low. That's gonna be a walk for Ethan Madison. He'll be awarded first base. That goes down as the 3rd walk recorded by Gavin Chandler. 2nd time for Ethan Madison as he was walked in his last plate appearance. Now to bat number 62, right fielder Robbie Carvelli. If we look at his stats on the season, as we're probably going to have to redo, I've forgotten most of the players that we are able to cover, but we move forward. Carvelli, a .286 batting average across 70 at-bats, 12 runs, as that's in for strike 1 back at home plate. 20 hits recorded, 10 RBIs and 23 total bases. But we're going to, from 0-1 count, Gavin Chandler will stare down at Madison over on first. This one fouled off and over the head of the concourse, an 0-2 count. Gavin Chandler so far has 4 strikeouts on the day, trying to find lucky number 5. I just made that up that it was lucky, but why not? How about it? That goes down as the 3rd walk recorded by Gavin Chandler. Second time for 0-2. The pitch dribbled over to Inman. He's going to collect. He's going to go to first. Long toss and still in stride for James Quintero, who has to take a little bit of stretch on the right side of your screen, but on time for the 3rd and final out. So the top of the 4th already comes to a conclusion. And we'll head to the bottom of 4th as well. We're going to note one thing. There was a pitching change that I did mention, but I didn't go through fully. It was Michael First, who his day came to a quick end already, only in 2 innings. In his 2 innings pitched, he allowed 2 hits, 1 run, that being an earned run, 1 batter walk, 2 strikeouts, one of those being looking across 10 batters' face, and only a 48 total pitch count. John Rigas has now taken his place, number 22. 1 inning he served, the last one, of course. 1 hit, 3 runs, one of those being earned, 3 batters walked, no strikeouts across 8 batters faced, and 29 total pitches. A lot of that comes from the batter situation that First had set up for Rigas, to which he had back-to-back walks. Or initially, no, should I say, that was Rigas who in early setup came in and set up the back-to-back walk situation, which allowed Glenn Brooks for a sac bunt to advance the runners. Then to Jackson Inman, bring in Jalen David, who was at 3rd, Reyna at 2nd, but Jackson Inman, RBI single, put up runners on the corners. Cooper Russell, a grounder, over to 3rd, advanced Inman to bases on 2nd and 3rd now, with Inman advancing. But trying to bring in 2 more, it was the error from the shortstop that allowed both Jackson Inman and Braden Reyna to come in unearned to make it a 4-0 game as it stands. And then quickly thereafter, the final few outs from the play from James Quintero. So again, it's still Rigas up to bat. I think I'm all messed up by the internet. Apologies from that. Maybe the internet's getting to me, but I guess that amount of stress will do that. But Rigas out there on the bump and leading things off will be number 47, Cooper Romick. As I will correct my previous statement, it was James Quintero who was walked on a 3-1 count. Again, I apologize, just trying to get caught up with everything and get all the facts straight so I don't deliver anything incorrectly. But Joey Socorro on a pop fly over to second baseman on a 1-2 count is how the last inning ended. All right, fresh slate. We're going to continue here. Bottom of the 4th, we're going to try to keep things as clean as possible on the broadcast, correctly as possible, and hopefully without as much interruption from any sort of lag. So the first one's ball 1 downstairs. This one inside, no better. A 2-0 count. Rigas out there on the bump. Cooper Romick. And leading things off will be number Cooper Romick, a sac, RBI. Over to center in his last at-bat, which did bring in the first run in the bottom of the 2nd. That also, I forgot, went unnoticed because of the broadcast. A 3-0 count. Romick calls time. He'll step out, readjust gloves. He's already stepping back in. He wants pitch number 4. 3-0, the pitch. And that's down Broadway on the lower half for strike 1, 3-1 count. We'll look at the numbers for Romick. Again, hails from North Chi-Line, New York, from SUNY Brockport. 3-1, ball 4 downstairs. The man with a 281 batting average will not have to use those stats as he's walked and advances to first base. So we're already to the bottom of the batting order for Batavia. The second go-around, extra hitter number 31, Jeremy Ramos. Full count, he had a strikeout swinging. His last at bat, and of course, we'll take you through his numbers as well. We'll get that out of the way first, as a matter of fact. But Ramos, a 317 batting average across 41 at-bats, 9 runs to his name, in addition to 13 hits, 15 RBIs, and 17 total bases. That misses for ball 1, 1-0 count. look at the numbers for Romick. Showing bunt, he'll pull it back in time as it misses on the lower half. 2-0 count. But again, Ramos from Stony Point, New York, Binghamton University. His college, a freshman over there, sitting at 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's like me when it comes to baseball. Bats lefty, throws righty as he shows bunt once more. This time it will be strike one. Not able to connect. See if he does it a second time around. Or, well, now this would be his third time around, I guess. 2-1. Showing bunt. The inside, laid down, all the way charged from third. He's going to make the put out for the first out. But how about that? Neither pitcher nor catcher down the first base line. It's the third baseman from Utica, Kevin Frankella, coming all the way in. Given he was playing in, initially seeing the signs from Ramos, but interesting as that is he comes across and makes the put out. Makes it look a little too easy. But up to bat, center fielder number 50, Jalen David. He's got one out. The bunt will advance the runner. This one down the third baseline. It's fair. Right over the bag. Coming in is Romick for the score. Jalen David held up at second. An RBI double makes it 5-0 here in the fourth inning. Right over the third base bag is sometimes all you need. Pinpoint accuracy from Jalen David. How about that? One more for Batavia, and they're already out to a 5-0 lead. As Jalen David steals third, and he's going to get it. Jalen David keeps the punches rolling against Utica. On one out, he's sent with the sign, and he gets there. The catcher not able to throw him out. Back at home plate, that's ball one. A 1-0 count as it stands. Right over the bag. Coming in is Romick for the score. Well, how about it? Held up at second. Pitch dribbled, finds the gap between first and second. An RBI single as it gets by the right fielder. He's going to make it three. Reyna keeps on running. And the runs keep on raining in. Another one for Batavia. Reyna sends it right through the gap between first and second, and they're already bringing out the coach as it's already over for the man out there on the mound, John Rigas, the pitcher. His day already coming to conclusion. Utica has to go to their third arm today. Oh my gosh. Good timing to just try to set and tune back in. Wow. Batavia. Jalen David, first of all, sending it right over the third base bag. Brings in Cooper Romick for the first score this inning. Jalen David all the way to second, an RBI double, then stealing third. Sets up an excellent situation to which Braden Reyna was a single recorded. The error from the right fielder advances Reyna to third base. But a costly error at that. A terrible situation from Utica. As it is now 6-0 with one out. And of course, as said, Rigas' day already comes to a premature ending in the championship game. John Rigas' day ends after 1 1/3 innings pitched, allowing 3 hits, 5 runs, 3 of those being earned, 4 batters walked, no strikeouts across 12 batters faced, and 41 total pitches. But as well into addition to that, we'll look at the new pitcher out there on the bump for the Utica Blue Sox.
Right now, that's 56 Drake Aycock. He's played in 15 games with a 3.43 ERA, 1-0 record in 21 innings pitched. He's allowed 16 hits, 8 runs, 8 of them being earned, 11 walks, 20 strikeouts on 79 at-bats.
So, you know, I said I was not going to touch on it too many times, but I feel like I have to at the same time. It's more the fact that yeah, excuse me, it just got caught up in one of the comments. But you know, as I was gonna say, we were able to miss out on a few of the pregame introductions that I wanted to mention on a few of the storylines. And for Utica, it was their pitching game and their bullpen. Because in the last matchup against the Amsterdam Mohawks, we were able to preview that and see a lot of their main arms were utilized in that. That's a high flyer over to right field. A little too high underneath, but caught over and right for another out. But at the same time, it brings in another runner for Batavia. Forget 7-0. It's now 7-0 for Batavia. It will make 2 outs. But the sac play from Glenn Brooks works here. If you were questioning about how I lost my voice, you can probably hear it now. I'm still cutting in and out, and now that's not the microphone all the time. That's partly just my voice getting a little weak from the matchup against Jamestown in the play from Joey Sikora, where he broke the tie 3-3, made it 5-3, and Batavia never looked back from there in a final score 6-4 earlier this week on Tuesday. But now up to bat as that's inside for a 1-0 count. It's third baseman number 2, Jackson Inman. Inman 1 of 1 on the day, a walk and an RBI single in his last at bat. This is Maryland native from Richmond University. This one no better, gonna go his ball too. He's been a key cornerstone for the batting order in the batting lineup. His name has been notable throughout the entire season. Hopefully it plays no different as it has an early start here. Swing, and that's gonna make contact on himself. Strike 1, going foul by the record. Is you are right. We'll need to turn the lights on sooner rather than later. I'm not sure why the webcam, in addition, is so dark. It's really not that dark here, but it's going to give that effect for the rest of the live stream. And again, I do appreciate those who have stuck around throughout every bit of issues that we've gotten. But 2-1 way outside if you want to quote it at that. But luckily enough for Utica, no one on the base path. Just a 3-1 count is the only consequence. Drake Aycock out there on the mound for Utica. We already went through his stats. A 3.43 ERA. We're going to just look quickly at the bullpen once more. Is that one missing outside, and will walk Jackson Inman over to first base. So one runner on 2 outs. It brings up shortstop number 1, Cooper Russell. It's 0 for 2 on the day. Second time walked for Inman. I mean, I don't think he's going to have any comms against that one. For the bullpen for Utica, we knew that coming into today, as well as their roster entirely was slightly depleted. As I could tell you just firsthand, I was able to print out their player list and look at all their names. And, you know, one thing you never really want to see from a team's perspective, not only was it interesting enough to me, but just seeing that there was 7 names that I got told that I would have to erase. And
8 names.
8, if you want to be so corrective there,
I want to be, I want to be that one number difference.
Well, it was because they sent it separately. Yes, you are correct by 8 then. That's fouled off, an 0-2 count. And the pitch. Dribbled, finds the gap on the line, over to right field, and a single for Cooper Russell. He finds his first hit of the day, and again, trying to play off 2 outs is Batavia. That's how they've been playing all summer long, and it continues especially deep into this playoffs. But again, as I was saying, for their bullpen, 7, as you said, 8 names that were crossed off, a majority of those pitchers. And while you might say, hey, it might have not been all their top guys, as you could see a good chunk of them were still out there playing ball against Amsterdam. But when you take out a good chunk of your middle size, that's going to make it so much harder and quicker turnaround for all these guys in terms of just being out there on the bump. And it's putting a real strain on their pitching effectiveness against Batavia, as that's outside a 1-0 count.
Yeah, usually you have three things. You have your setup man, your closer, your middle relief, and your long relief. Just in case if the game gets bad, you got your long relief. Middle relief is kind of those people in the middle innings to keep it close. Setup man is people for your closers. And right now, like you mentioned, 8 pitchers that were gone on Utica, most of them being those kind of middle arm people. And you could tell in this game, it's really affecting them in the long run.
As you said, 8 names that were crossed off, a majority of those pitchers. While you might say 1-1 count. Again, that's Evan Brock up to bat. He'll get underneath this one. This one fouled and now to play. 1-2. Take out a good chunk of your middle size. That's going to make it so much harder. And all these guys in terms of just being out there on the ball. Crowd getting behind Evan Brock, trying to play with him. 2 outs, 2 on. Trying to extend the lead to a little more dangerous number for Utica. Swing and a miss for Evan Brock, though, will bring it in to the 4th inning. As much as the dismay to Evan Brock, it's an effective number in terms of the ball game. 7-0 Batavia. Early on in the 4 innings. I can tell you coming into this, we thought especially, we're not trying to put anyone on or on blast, really, not at all what I'm saying, but in general, we just thought this would be a more tight-knit game, and no, Batavia, they're blowing them out of the gate, and I can tell you that maybe someone who thought a little bit different was the head coach, Joey Skip Martinez. So we can take a quick look at a quote that I was able to receive from him earlier today in the office, talking things over. And it's a flat-out quote that I can't fully say on air. We're built for this, man. It's hunting season. The dogs on the hunt. That's exactly what he could say from there. And he did continue on as well from there, saying that I've got a bunch of dogs on a short leash. Rabid dogs, but tonight I'm going to let those leashes go. Ring season, baby, is how it was put for Skip Martinez. He came in, I could tell you, he brought a unique energy into that office.
Confident, you got to have that confidence in. You cannot always believe in your guys saying that you're always the best team, no matter the kind of situation. And Skip had that perfectly today. He was confident. He was walking around telling stories. He knew what he had to do.
No, he had a different kind of life to him, and it showed throughout. It got everyone around the arena hyped, whether you were just simply one of us, an intern, a player, one of the faculty. It didn't matter. He was making sure that everyone knew it within the organization that this was going to be a different day for Batavia. As for mention from this game, that a team will find a new crown. No one within these two teams, Batavia and Utica, has been able to win a PGCBL championship. It's behind us. We'll continue things on. But one last quick quote that I just want to get out of the way. Gavin Chandler got the chance to speak with him as well. Jared, you were able to get this from him. You can be anything you want to be, but you can't be me. Is the word of choice that he said to it.
That quote.
No, I absolutely love that. It's got some fire to it. You know, that's the one thing about Gavin Chandler is he's not always going to show you, hey, right out in front of you that he's going to be like this absolute demon out of the mountain. You can see, hey, he seems like a chill guy. Is he in the right mindset? Like, he seems pretty relaxed. And that's just how he works. And you can just simply see from there. I could ask you the quote from him. Did he come out firing when he said all that?
He had like a bunch of the boys around him. He was confident. He was ready to go because he was also showing as a veteran on the team that if you're scared for a game, especially as a veteran, it affects your whole team. And he knew that. So he had everybody around him as that lined over in between the second and shortstop area. That is going to be a single. But he had everybody around him to let him know that he was confident. And the players have been built around with him and his confidence.
That's what I was trying to get at is, like, he notably hits a switch. And when he hits that, he's fired up. Like you said, he got the rookies, the youngins, back on whatever the veterans have been able to build. The veterans, a lot of them for Batavia, their last chance here, and they won it all. Gavin Chandler, one of those members. As that, again, was a single from number 5, Michael Flasher, drived over the second base bag. A fresh count for center fielder number 1. Jones sends this over to second. One out at second as a long reach off the target from Cooper Russell behind Evan Brock. He is able to hang on to it. Could have been a potential double play, but no, it will just be one out as Evan Brock just chose to elect to make the smart play there and ensure that at least one out was out there on the far distance scoreboard. And he will secure that. One out. Connor Jones reaches first off the fielder's choice. He brings up left fielder number 17, Jack Sweeney, up to bat. It's the first pitch right down Broadway, as I always like to say. An 0-1 count. Jack Sweeney with a .310 batting average across 113 at-bats, 38 runs, 35 hits, 31 RBIs, and 68 total bases. Pickoff attempt, and they got him. How about that? That's one key thing that was said this game, is you're going to fight in every possible opportunity, whether that was defense or offense. And if you want to get more specific, base path as well. Gavin Chandler takes control of pickoff attempt, and this one written down as successful. And a successful pitch back at home plate. 0-2 swing and a miss. Gets number 17, Sweeney. And he will secure that. One out. Connor Jones reaches first off the fielder's choice. Brings up left fielder number 17, Jack Sweeney, up to bat. So first pitch right on getting away from Gavin Chandler. 1-2 count. And 0-1 count. Jack Sweeney with and swing and a miss. Gavin Chandler keeps on rolling, and you can see the veteran presence and excitement from him there. I know it might be a little laggy, so it looks more like a PowerPoint show, but a strikeout for Gavin Chandler against Sweeney brings an end to the top of the fifth. Still holding Utica to a scoreless opening half to this ball game. Batavia, they're not done yet recording runs. They've gotten 7 so far, and the business, hopefully for them, stays right on track when we come back. And this one written down as successful.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
And the business, hopefully for them, stays right on track when we come back. Bottom of the fifth, right about to get underway here. Again, we have plenty to catch up on. Things just to note on what we missed, especially just we're playing a little bit of catch up here. That's all I can say in the broadcast booth. We can talk about things whenever we want, but I think our main focus will stay within baseball. As leading things off for Batavia, none other than number 16, the first baseman, James Quintero.
Didn't see you there.
1 of 1. Single in his first at bat and a walk his last one. That's inside, but inside the zone to be more specific for strike 1. And I don't know what that sound effect was from myself, but it caught me by surprise. Coming across from the sidearm, James Quintero hit down in the thigh, and he'll be awarded first base. You don't see it all too often from pitchers going with the sidearm. We do see that from our most notable man, Garrett Beaver, but we haven't seen much from opponent teams Well, here we got Drake Aycock being one of those members, but this time hung on too long against the righty-lefty battle. It will end up in favor for Quintero, awarding him first base. Designated hitter number 34, Joey Socorro, up to bat. A double in his first at-bat, to be more specific, on a pop fly over to the second baseman. Pitch comes across, Socorro trying to reach, chasing this towards the outside part of the plate. He will foul it off to the backstop, and 0-1 count. That's inside the zone, to be more specific, for strike one. And I don't know what that sound effect is from. Aycock on the delivery, and this one to the numbers. And Socorro is hit as well. It'll put 2 runners on. The situation quickly getting out of hand. It's turning this game a little more dire for Utica. Up to bat catcher number 47, Cooper Romick. He's going to take a quick conversation with Socorro before stepping into the box, and it's also because we have a pinch runner coming out for Batavia. In Socorro's place is number 17, Braden I, coming in for Joey Socorro. So Socorro's day will come to an end. He gets a huge applause from everyone still here at Dwyer. As in on the base path, it's Braden I. So I will be the future designated hitter for the remainder part of this game for Batavia. And Socorro. But before that, another pause, a very late and unexpected pause. So we're already seeing a late. Wow.
There's somebody warming up right now, so and I think he's making.
Will be a pitching change.
Yep, they're making a call right now. Here he comes.
I don't know if he was trying to see what they're doing on the base path first, or he just got beat to the umpire for a change. So Socorro out, and in is Braden I at designated hitter, and now on the base path over at first. And then before we could even see a pitch to Cooper Romick, we have another pitching change. 5 innings and 4 arms already out for Utica. And I think that just stems from what I said only 3 minutes ago, is the situation is getting ever more so a little bit more dire for Utica. As they're, again, 4th arm. They're down 7 early in the championship game. As said before, because of the delays that we suffered on Wednesday and Tuesday between the Amsterdam-Utica matchup, it is set a stage for a 1-game winner-takes-all championship match. Traditionally, it is a best-of-3 situation between the West Division champion and the East Division champion. But because of when we have specific dates set for the PGCBL for their players to return to college and or just to whatever camp they may be going to, for their situations, today is the last day we can possibly play a baseball game. And because of that, Utica, they're going to have to draw every card out of the deck. This looks like me and Uno when I couldn't get a green.
But here's another thing that we did not talk about because we had our whole Wi-Fi issue with the pregame show. Utica was second in a lot of stats in terms of the hitting department, while Batavia Muckdogs were number 1 in a lot of situations in terms of pitching. So it was going to be a matchup between the best batters, between the best pitching team, one of the best hitting teams versus the best pitching team, and right now Batavia has came in and shocked the crowd right now.
This break has gone so long out here on the diamond that we've had to replay our, elevator music during these long timeouts and pitching warm-ups for either team, especially the away team. But the pitching change that you're going to see out there, out is Trey Aycock, and in his place, let me try to pronounce this, Zabulon Huffnagel.
Oh my God.
Huffnagel.
Huffnagel, I think
I think
it's the
Huffnagel.
last name. I'm not the first name.
Zebulon Huffnagel.
But
In
here's
his
another thing that
place.
we did not talk about because we had our whole Wi-Fi issue with the He's made 4 appearances with a 1-0 record with a 3.60 ERA in 5 innings pitched. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them being earned, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts on 17 batters. Of pitching.
So again, to clarify your question, down there in the comments.
One of the best hitting teams versus the best pitching team, and right now Batavia has came in and shocked the crowd right now.
There is no mercy rule in the postseason.
That we've had to replay our, elevator music during these
So-
long timeouts and pitching warm-ups for either team, especially the away team. But the
But
pitching
again,
games that you're
no
going to see out there,
mercy rule. Full 9 innings to be complete.
great ACOG and
Cooper Romick up to bat. He'll show bunt and ooh, a ball that got away from the bat. Definitely, that's high flyer. That actually went into the crowd off a foul ball. You don't see that off a bunt too much. But you never know where it could land, but bunt attempt won't work. Again, there is no out, so a very smart play here, and definitely something that Romick and Coach Skip were talking about down the third baseline. Saw the long interchange between pitchers as well, bringing in the pinch runner. Again, that's number 17, Braden I, out there at first base, showing bunt. Back over to the pitcher, and he's going to be able to make the toss to first base. So 1 out, but the runners advance off the sack bunt. So Romick, I'm not sure if that's exactly, if you ask me, a player, their dream is hit home runs, but Romick, the past few playoffs, has been very serviceable in terms of just being able to rather sack RBI or sack fly, because he's now totaled 5 of those throughout the entire playoffs, including today, where he already has a sack RBI and a sack bunt. He's doing it all and showing for it, and, he might not be out there because it's a sacrifice play out there on the base path. But on that score sheet, you can't let that go by.
It's a man that knows his job right. It's a man that understands what his job is on this team. Doesn't have to make a bat in play. Doesn't have to have something that hits that nice green grass. Sometimes get a play on people's gloves where it's far enough in the outfield where your base runners can get the job done.
1-0-1, and now 0-2 as that's fouled and out of play. Number 31, Jeremy Ramos, up to the bat. Ooh, up to the plate. Tell you, I'm still a little. It's hard being a broadcaster and frustrated. As that one's down in the dirt.
Oh, I'm the same way right now, I'll be honest.
But 1-2, we move on.
We move on.
Jarrett. We had our hiccup, but
We got the broadcast going the best way we can.
I feel like we got to stop mentioning it. 1-2. 1-2 count for Jeremy Ramos. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Braden I at second. And the lead runner, James Quintero, over at third base, trying to add on a few more runs. Swing and a miss for Ramos, though. Rings up the first strikeout for Huffnagel. That's what we agreed on. So we're back to the top of the order in a big at-bat here for Batavia. It's number 50, Jalen David, in the batter's box. He's got 2 outs, 2 on. Said it once, said it twice, already said it 3 times. I don't know. You can go back and probably find me saying this. 2-out situation and 2-out baseball is what Batavia's got to get done here if they want to bring in those runners and not leave them out there. That's in for strike 1 down in the bottom left corner. Jalen David does have a hit on the day. He's 1 of 2. So that's ooh, bad time to stutter. That as well in the zone. 0-2 count.
James Quintero over at third base, trying to add on a few more runs. Swing and a miss for Ramos, though. Rings up the first strikeout for Huffnagle.
The 0-2 pitch.
Huffnagle.
This outside
That's what we agreed on.
and down low. 1-2. The at-bat will continue, meaning the
Back to the top of
inning
the
will
order, and that
continue.
big at-bat
But for
here
how long?
Batavia, it's
Jalen
number
David
50.
can find an extension.
Jalen David.
1-2. He will. For now, it's a high flyer over the right. A little too much, though. As it hangs in the air, the right fielder for Utica. Carvelli able to get underneath it for the final out. So no more runs will be added on for Batavia here in the 5th inning. But the 5th inning comes to a conclusion. That's one step closer for Batavia hosting the PGCBL Championship Trophy. They've got to keep it up, though. Because, again, anything can change. We've seen a lot of wild stuff on both ends within the East and West Division. But we will stay on air for this break and just continue to talk on our thoughts and what we were saying earlier on. You did mention the stats, and why not just show it at this point if we can get that graphic up and running. Batavia and Utica compared in team statistics, Utica being able to play 3 more games on this season, as they finished with a total record of 25-18. Batavia on the other side, 29-10-1. But stats compared, Utica able to beat out Batavia in a few metrics, just one step ahead on offense, it seems like, if you just read the numbers. The category, though, that Batavia is able to lead out on is their pitching staff. And stolen bases, can't ignore that. That's always how Batavia likes to play. A big gap between first and third, that being 169 stolen bases to 138 from Utica. But as well, the team ERA, a 4.57 against a 6.93. You're almost talking about a 3-number difference between those two, and that's just something that we're definitely seeing play out in front of us. Batavia able to take advantage early of the depleted bullpen from Utica that they also had to use a long stretch of in the back end against Amsterdam. We saw 4 notable pitchers trying to keep Utica in the game because that was one thing that they knew is, hey, we've got to keep Amsterdam out of this game the entire way through. That's what every team knows. If there's a team that you could name within this league that's known for being able to pull off some amazing comebacks, it's the Amsterdam Mohawks. They've done it time and time again throughout every season, bringing home multiple championships. And that was something Utica had in the back of their mind throughout, and it's like, hey, let's use our best guys, keep them on out, but at the same time, you cost yourself the ability to bring those guys in for the championship game when Batavia, when they figure you out, you got to be careful. It can be easy and smooth sailing if they are able to figure out your game plan and your weak points. This one's dribbled to the backstop. Initially saw a swing and a miss on the first pitch, so a quick 0-2 count. There's Gavin Chandler still out there on the bump. He's not in any time trying to let go of his position. He's got this game in total, complete control. 0-2. Gonna miss downstairs. 1-2 count.
For being able to pull off some amazing comebacks, it's the Amsterdam Mohawks. They've done it time and time again throughout every season, bringing home multiple championships.
1-2 pitch, rifled over to center. Can Jalen David close the gap? He won't be able to, but he will be able to stay in front of it. So it will be a leadoff single.
The ability to bring those guys in.
Utica trying to get any kind of fire lit underneath them late in this ball game. But the man to do that is so far for Utica.
They are able to figure out your game plan and your weak points. This one's dribbled to the backstop.
Number 2.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. So
RJ Thome at the plate. That was shortstop, left fielder number 17, Jack Sweeney.
Trying to let go of his position. He's got this game in total, complete control.
Or apologies.
0-2.
Number 2, Anthony Peritano, is able to record this single. RJ Thome up to plate. 2-0 count.
1-2 pitch. Rifled over to center. Can Jalen David close the gap? He won't be able to, but he will be able to stay.
Gavin Chandler will be able to fight back, though, with his first strike.
Utica trying to get any kind of fire lit underneath them late in this ball game. But the man to do that is
2-1. Down Broadway, 2-2.
RJ Felme at the plate. That was shortstop, left fielder number 17.
Gavin Chandler will glance over at first. Swung on this one going foul. Do it again. Rinse and repeat.
Number 2, Anthony.
2-2 count.
Record this signal. RJ Felme up the plate.
Got another foul ball.
Gavin Chandler will be able to fight back.
Rinse and repeat, I guess I could say. 2-2, getting underneath this one and out of play. And it's really kind of like when you get your shirt out from the dryer, it's still wrinkly, so you throw it in for like 5 minutes, you pull it out, and it's still wrinkly, so you put it back in. We'll see what we get this time.
So it's just another way of saying rinse and repeat.
Essentially, yes.
Got it.
2-2 pickoff attempt, though, over at first. We're seeing one of those successful for Gavin Chandler.
Do it again. Rinse and repeat.
He was able to pick off Michael Flashner. Now full count reach. Gavin Chandler. They pay off a pitch. Here it is. Dribbled. And Inman not able to get in front of it off the dive. Leaks out to left field. And another hit for Utica. Puts 2 on.
And out comes Coach Grant. He's getting ready to come out, and there is some action in the bullpen. Garrett Beaver is warming up right now in the pen. Another veteran on this team.
2-2 pickoff attempt, though, over at first. Seeing one of those successes.
Right now, as you said, Coach Grant coming out to talk with his player, Gavin Chandler. He's allowed 2 hits here in the 6th inning. As said before, Batavia up 7-0. One key thing is just trying to keep that score where it's at. 7-0. A big lead in differential, but no outs and 2 hits already. Utica just trying to threaten to get their first chip away. Rightful place to be able to talk, get him in the right mindset, and also at the same time give him a nice little break. Why not as a pitcher? Nice little intermission. It's like how they used to have intermissions between movies. I think they should bring that back.
Beaver is warming up right now in the pen. No, not really.
No. All right, so I'm about to spoil everything in Spider-Man.
You haven't even seen it.
No, I've never watched a full Spider-Man movie.
And now you just ruined my experience of you again.
But back to baseball. A check swing that he won't fully commit to is number 10. Designated hitter number 10, as I already said, Xavier Smith. I said those out of order, and my auto speak went right back into play. And Smith going down the third baseline. That's the wrong base. Talking things over with his coach. That did miss the zone. 1-0 count. Gavin Chandler trying to get back on track. Has 2 hits, no outs. 1-0 count, runner going. He steps off. A little high to Inman, but we got ourselves a pickle. Inman on the chase down, dumps it over to Evan Brock. He's going to chase down him all the way. He throws a second, not able to get 2 outs, but 1. A key out there. And how about that? I know I keep saying that, but it's just because there's so many. We're getting a bit of everything in this ball game. This time, a pickle situation. Gavin Chandler had the pickoff attempt right over to the first base bag, and this time he's able to turn around, step off, throw it to Inman. It seemed a little scary at first, a little high to Inman's liking. He's able to jump up and get the ball back into his glove, chase down the runner, back over to the second base, but dumps it off to Evan Brock, who's able to run him down, and then almost a dump-off attempt to James Quintero, who's covering the second base bag to almost get another out. But this one finds the gap between short and third to left, collected by Glenn Brooks, and he beams it back in the infield. We'll put runners on the corners for Utica, but again, 1 out.
High to Inman, but we got ourselves a pickle. Inman on the chase down, dumps it over to Evan Brock. He's going to chase down him all the way. He throws a second, not able to get 2 outs, but 1. A key out there. And how about that? I know I keep saying that, but it's just because there's so many. We're getting a bit of everything in this ball game. This time, a pickle situation. Gavin Chandler had the pickoff attempt right over.
It's the inning right now. It is the top of the 6th.
Turn around, step off. Throw it to Inman. It seemed a little scary at first, a little high to Inman's liking.
Top of the 6th, 1 out. Runners on the corners. This one rifled over Quintero's head out to right field. 1 runner comes in for Utica. Another going third and held up. So same situation, except a score on the scoreboard for Utica. It is now 7-1. Batavia's lead cut down by 1. Gavin Chandler's day comes to an end. A long outing, but he was able to get the standing ovation he deserves as the veteran in his last game as a Muck Dog. Gets the job done. We'll take through Gavin Chandler's stats. It was only 1 run to his name, and there it is. A standing ovation, he got it, and he deserves his flowers. Gavin Chandler's day comes to an end. He got us started halfway there, and in his place, number 15, Garrett Beaver, to fill in. But number 25, Gavin Chandler, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, it being an earned run. 4 batters walked, 5 strikeouts across 25 batters faced, and 85 total pitches. But again, flowers to you, Gavin Chandler. You got the job done. You got to start it off right. And now it's up to the rest of the Muck Dogs to continue where you left off. As the lead is still 7-1, Batavia in the top of the 6th. Number 15, Garrett Beaver, now out there on the bump.
Beaver's made 19 appearances. He's the other veteran on this team. He's got a 2-0 record with a 1.98 ERA, 27 innings pitched, 17 hits, 6 runs, 6 of them being earned, 8 walks, 31 strikeouts on 96 at-bats.
Garrett Beaver, like you said, another veteran. One of the 2 combos in terms of the closers for the Muck Dogs. So we've seen this throughout the later half of the season where you see Garrett Beaver come in and then Eric Woodley towards the 8th or 9th, given the situation. Garrett Beaver hopefully attempting to continue right where Gavin Chandler left the pen and paper and finish out this story.
You don't want Utica to get hot right now. This game is still anyone's game right now. As Utica is a hot team right now. They've been hot this whole season. They've played upset to the Socrates Stallions and the Amsterdam Mohawks. They know how to get a job done and make a comeback. So you got to be careful if you're Batavia.
The situation he's dealt is runners on the corners, 1 out. The first batter he's going to go head-to-head with after dealing strike 1. It's number 15, the catcher, Ethan Madison.
In terms of the closers for the Muck Dogs, we've seen this throughout the later half of the season where you see Garrett Beaver come in and then Eric Woodley towards
This one sent to right. A little too much hang time to throw from Reyna. We're going to see a plate to plate. And they got him! What a throw from Reyna! All the way from right. Sends it on a Hail Mary.
What a play. Got the combination of Brooks, Reyna, and David. These three have a rocket of an arm, and they get the play. Way to end off the momentum that Utica was trying to build.
Well, Garrett Beaver just came in and wrote off his paragraph and then handed it off to the editor, Braden Reyna, who wrote a thesis when it was all said and done. I don't know, I'm going to call him Sniper after that. He put that right on the base path, right out in front of Cooper Romick to easily apply the tag. He didn't even need to turn. The ball was right where it needed to be. You could not do that. I don't know. Give it 100 tries.
In the championship, you make championship plays. It's the people that step up in the situation. And Reyna was on the team last year. He is also a veteran on the team. The only difference is that he comes in by the end of the season. But in the finals, especially in the playoffs, sometimes it's these little moments that can shift the whole thing of a game. It's going to be remembered by who wins the trophy.
Like you said, just to go off of what you're saying, it doesn't matter how your season started for this team. As long as you continue to make an impact in your department, you're going to find yourself a critical role and you're going to find yourself making plays, and that's exactly what Reyna showed up to do. What a play for the Muck Dogs.
when it was all said and done.
You don't say thrown out from right field too much.
He put that right on the base path, right out in front of Cooper Romick to easily apply
You
the
can
tag.
say it there.
He didn't even need to turn. The ball was right where it needed to be. You could not do that. I don't know. Give it 100.
I need to catch my breath and get my voice back. Yeah. You would think after 2 days I'd be able to get some of my voice back. I do have it to a degree, but I catch myself like still losing it every now and then, and that one just kind of reignited it.
Sometimes it's these little moments that can shift the whole thing of the game. It's going to be remembered.
But the man, the myth, the legend, Braden Reyna will also lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth to open things up. He's 1 of 2 on the day with a flyout, a walk, and a single to his name as well. An RBI single. That was the play where he was able to reach third off the error from the center fielder. As this one's dribbled down the first baseline, it will go foul. And a quick 0-2 count for Braden Reyna. Again, as said, Huffnagel out there on the bump for Utica, as that's going to miss downstairs a 1-2 count.
After 2 days, I'd be able to get some of my voice back. I do have it to a degree, but I catch myself like still losing it every now and then, and that one just kind of reignited it. But the man, the myth, the legend,
1-2.
Braden Reyna will also lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth to open things up. He's 1 of 2 on the day with a flyout, a walk, and a
Set,
single to his name
deliver
as
the
well, an
pitch,
RBI single.
and driven over to center. Oak it down in shallow play, and a single for Reyna.
This one's driven on the first base and it's foul. And a quick 0-2 count for Braden Reyna.
Now to bat left fielder number 20, Glenn Brooks.
Up there on the bump for Utica. That's going to miss downstairs, a 1-2 count.
First pitch here for Glenn Brooks is going to be upstairs. On the rooftop, if you want to say that. 1-0 count.
Set.
1-0. Fouled off. 1-1.
He'll get down in shallow play. And a single for Reyna.
Out to bat left fielder number 20, Glenn Brooks. One. This driven past the shortstop, out to left field, and a single back-to-back for Batavia. Glenn Brooks also picks up the phone. Now to bat third baseman number 2, Jackson Inman. 1 of 1 on the day. He's been walked twice, been an RBI single, and he's 1 full at bat. Again, 2 on, no outs. Glance at the runner on second. Deals home, that's inside. 1-0. Apologies for the delayed graphic updates.
This driven past the shortstop, out to left field, and a single back-to-back for Batavia. Glenn Brooks also picks up the phone.
Check on the runners. Huffnagel delivers an inside pitch against Inman, a 2-0 count. Inman trying to avoid another free base. I mean, I don't think he would be opposed to it as it would load it, but I think he wants to take his chances with his bat, and there's no reason wrong for that as he leads the team in batting average with a 407. Again, 2 on, no outs. Swing and a miss, though. 2-1 count for Inman. Two one. Huffnagel. Glance at the defense. Sees no one's covering. This one sent deep to center. Can it be by the wall? It gets down at the warning track. Here comes 2. With 2 signals. And that's 2 more for Batavia. Jackson Inman keeps the bat hot. It is now 9-1 Batavia. Inman getting every piece of that one, sending it deep all the way to center by the warning track. And when it's all said and done, it's going to make contact with the dirt to come in. Glenn Brooks was almost laughing Braden Reyna by the looks of it too. But 2 more. 9-1 is your new score. Batavia takes their biggest lead of tonight by 8 runs. Huffnagel on the pitch here. This time, gonna be just missing upstairs. 1-0 count. Shortstop number 1, Cooper Russell, up to bat as I just try to keep my voice together in any way, shape, or form.
Jackson Inman keeps the bat hot. It is now 9-1 Batavia. Sending it deep all the way to center by the warning track. And when it's all said and done, it's going to make
2-0.
contact with the dirt to come in. Ken Brooks was almost tracking Braden Reno by the looks of it, too.
Make that 3-0 against Russell as he's going to have to avoid and dance his way out of that.
Their biggest leader tonight by 8 runs. On the pitch here.
And now already coming out is pitching coach for Utica, Luke Schul. So he'll talk things over with Huffnagel, seeing what they can get done. Again, as mentioned, they're on their 4th pitcher tonight, and a nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing has been able to stick on the wall for Utica. In a championship game, as aforementioned, it's a winner, go home. It's as simple as that. And in a game like this, you've got to be able to try anything and everything. There's no shortage of that. And I mean, that just goes to show, as mentioned as well, we'll take a quick glance at how the scores that shook up, leading towards this matchup. Within the past scores of the PGCBL playoffs, you saw round 1 on Monday, July 27th. We were thankfully able to get every game in. 6-3 for Utica against Saugerty Stallions. Batavia 12-1 against the Auburn Doubledays. The other teams, they're all eliminated, so why glance at that. Jamestown then a 4-6 defeat against the Batavia Muckdogs. And Utica, a huge statement, 10-2 against the Amsterdam Mohawks. And that's what we try to keep mentioning, is Utica was on their A game then, but it just seems like, in a hypothetical sense, you spent it all. It's like that saying of don't spend it all in one place.
Don't spend it all in one place, yeah.
Nothing has been able to stick on the wall for Utica. In a championship game, as aforementioned, it's
unfortunately, that's the situation we've got, but that's going to go as strike 1 against Cooper Russell. A swing and a miss, a quick full count. And the talk seems to be working for now. Full count against Cooper Russell.
Mentioned as well. We'll take a quick glance at how the scores that shook up, leading towards this matchup within the past scores of the PGCBL playoffs.
Full count payoff. Russell getting underneath this. High flyer to shallow center. Called off by the center fielder as he secures the first out of the bottom of the 6th.
They're all eliminated, so why glance at that. Jamestown then a 4-6 defeat against Batavia Muckdogs.
So fly out off the payoff pitch from Cooper Russell. 1 out, 1 man still on. It's Jackson Inman who cleared the 2 ahead of him. But up to bat, second baseman number 11, Evan Brock. As he's talking things over with Skips as well. Down on the 3rd base side, as you can see on your screen. Where we've seen this early in the day, it's usually meant like a certain bunt or really just that. I think maybe we'll see if Skip had seen something and Huffnagel. Again, 1 out. Jackson Inman on second base. Huffnagel on the delivery. This one outside. Ball 1, a 1-0 count.
Shallow center. Called off by the center fielder as he secures the first out at the bottom of the 6th. So fly out.
1-0, that's in for strike 1.
Cooper Russell, 1 out, 1 man still on. It's Jackson Inman who cleared the 2 ahead of him. But up to bat, second baseman number
1-1
11,
count.
Brock. As he's talking things over with Skips as well.
down on the third base side, as you can see on your screen. 1-1. The pitch. We've seen this early in the day. And called by the home plate umpire that Evan Brock went on the check swing up high. Moves the count 1-2. I think maybe we'll see if Skip had seen something. Huffnagel. Again, 1-0. Jackson Inman on second base. 1-2 count. And just outside, Evan Brock's at bat will continue from here. 2-2. That's in for strike one. 2-2 pitch downstairs. And Evan Brock now reaching full count. It's not recorded a hit today. Struck out twice when reaching first off an error. By the home plate umpire that Evan Brock went on the check swing up high. Moves the count 1-2. Payoff. And that's downstairs. Evan Brock will be walked over to first. Puts 2 runners now on for Batavia. And a dangerous man tonight, James Quintero. As we will have a pitching change again for Utica. Make it number 5. Number 5 for Utica. Coming out there on the mound. Huffnagel, for now, his stats will retire with a 1 1/3 innings pitched, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs, that being both earned, 1 strikeout, no batters walked across 7 batters faced, and 28 total pitches. But another member from the Blue Sox coming out. We're trying to give him some chance to fight back in this long, long game. We'll get that name and number for you guys in just a moment on the pitching change for Utica. But before diving into that, dangerous man tonight, James Quintero, as we will have a pitching change again for Utica. As it's number 28. Excuse me. Number 59, Anthony Catalano on the bump for Utica. Coming in for Huffnagel. One thing to look about for these two teams is a little missed intro that I wanted to state. These two teams have a very interesting history. If you want to do a little deep dive, it's the fact that simply these two teams were in a division before. The same division. Utica was in the West. Guess how many times, Jarrett? Guess how many times they've played?
Once, 2022.
Yep,
6-0.
that was the West Division Championship.
First round. Oh, yeah, it was championship.
It was the West Division Championship where Batavia won 7-1. But that was it. Other than that, these two teams have never met within the PGCBL until tonight. So, two teams that should have a little bit of a longer history because they were within the West Division. They were the only teams that have ever done that within the PGCBL, being in the same division and never run into each other on their course throughout the season. But that dating back to 2022, never saw them go head-to-head, and we get the second matchup ever tonight, and not what is the West Division Championship, but the PGCBL Championship. It all comes down to this, and Batavia trying to give them a little repeat and deja vu. As saying, James Quintero up to bat, 1 for 1 on the day, a single walk and a hit by pitch. And the aforementioned change-at pitcher, Anthony Catalano, on the bump for Utica. As that gets behind the catcher and the runners will advance. As you could imagine, that's not the start that anyone would want. Passed ball is how it'll start for Anthony Catalano, who's got an 8.38 ERA with a 2.0 record. Across 5 appearances, 2 starts, a 9 2/3 innings pitched, allowing 13 hits, 10 runs, 9 of those being earned, 8 batters walked, and 10 strikeouts. The 1-0 pitch, just going to miss upstairs, 2-0.
Throughout the season, but that dating back to 2022, never saw them go head-to-head, and we get the second matchup ever tonight, in not what is the West Division Championship, but the PGCBL
2-0 pitch, driven foul and out of play from Quintero.
BATAVIA, trying to give him a little repeat and deja vu. As saying James Quintero up to bat, 1 for 1 on the day, a single walk and a hit by pitch, and the aforementioned change-up pitcher Anthony Catalano on the bump for UTICA. As that gets behind the catcher and the runners will advance.
With that, 3-1. Back at home plate, Quintero has only had to use his bat once. We'll see if he has to use it here. 3-1. Catalano. And that will be another walk register to Catalano. Loads the bases. Quintero does not need to use the wooden stick in his hand as he takes first base on a walk. Now to bat, as aforementioned, coming in as a pinch runner for Joey Socorro. Earlier in this game, it's number 17, Braden I. That misses his zone for ball 1. Find the zone here either. Quick 2-0.
We'll see if he has to use it here. 3-1. Catalano. And it will be another walk register to Catalano.
2-1 is that finally, as you can hear probably from the background music, if you can hear that. It's what's it? I don't even know this song.
It's Frozen.
Oh, that's from Frozen. For the first time in forever.
I want to say the song's just called First Time.
Why do I feel like that's from Ariel?
No, it's Little Mermaid.
I don't know my Disney princesses enough, I guess.
Don't know Spider-Man, don't know Disney.
Catalano on the deal, dribble down the first baseline and foul. We'll do it again. Quick 2-0. 2-2. Rifled into right, shallow. It gets down. 2 runners, no, held up at third. I take that back. 1 runner comes in. A little rotation out there on the base path, but another run comes in. Double digits for Batavia. It's 10-1.
I don't even know this song.
Had the signal and then a late stop over at third.
I want to say the song's just called First Time.
Long at bat, and those are not boos you're hearing in the background. That's them going Cooper Romick, the catcher, number 47. Again, as aforementioned, a sack bunt and a sack fly already. When going on the check swing, he went. A 1 count. The 1. Ooh, a little close on the inside, but strike 2.
A little rotation out there on the base path, but another run comes in. Double digits for Batavia. It's 10-1.
0-2. Outside, gets away from the catcher off his gear. All the way to the backstop, and another runner comes in. 11-1, a 10-point run. 10-run differential between the two teams. I'm losing my voice and I'm losing my wording.
As aforementioned, sack bunt. A sack fly already. When going on the check swing, he went. A 1 count.
Swing and a miss. Sends Romick back to the dugout. So a strikeout, though, for Catalano. Ramos up to bat. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count.
And another runner comes in. 11-1, a 10-point run. 10-run differential between the two teams. I'm losing my voice and I'm losing my
Not going to find the zone here either. 2-0. It's the first strikeout recorded for Catalano, going against Cooper Romick. Is this sent to center? Can it chase down the grass? And a good snag, though, from the center fielder from Utica to bring an agonizing end to another inning. 4 runs scored for Batavia. It's 11-1 with 3 more chances for Utica left to go as we enter the top of the 7th. So we'll step aside for our first sponsorship read. But we'll see you then when we return for more baseball.
Ramos up to bat.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, Amerigroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Reed Maxim, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Ram Corporation, HB Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, OACA Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs. Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Reed Maxim, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber.
Welcome back for the 7th inning. With the 1-0 count. Garrett Beaver on the delivery here. A bunch in the first strike. Going against Robbie Carvelli, 62, the right fielder. So 1-1 outside. 1-2. I feel like I got to talk like it's golf, or I'm just going to continue to lose my voice a little bit more.
It's 2-1.
2-1. You are right. Yes, correction on that. Thank you, Jared. Going on the check swing from the umpire. 2-2 and thrown out. Carvelli thrown out from the home plate umpire as he contests it. And that's a result I'm not expecting. And here comes the coaches.
He's hit a nerve.
So you saw that we did already have the dispute between the home plate umpire and the coaching staff from the dugout earlier in this game, but that one comes from nowhere. Carvelli has been ejected.
I think it's because of just that start of the game warning. I think that set the tone for how the game was. He wasn't in the mood for it. And there goes the coach too, baby.
Gone.
Send him out. Get his bag packed.
Oh, and he got a little too close to the home plate umpire. As here comes all the umpires. Wow. So, two members from the Utica Blue Sox have now been ejected here in the top of the seventh. We have the hit who was at the plate. 62 Robbie Carvelli has been ejected following a little dispute with a check swing call from the home plate umpire, to which he protested and was immediately sent out. To then we saw the administrative coach, Mike Manchoni, ejected as well. Servicing as the first base coach, he's now ejected and out of the game.
And there goes the coach too, baby. Send him out. Get his bag packed.
Oh, and he got a little too close to the home plate umpire. As here comes all the umpires. Wow. So.
Well, I'm kind of left speechless after that.
Well, I gotta say, just send him packing. You know, that's all.
They're still discussing a few things back towards the dugout, and it seems like we're just trying to get the ball game back in motion. Head coach Doug Dillette down there on the third baseline keeps having to come in and talk things over with the home plate umpire. Is the entire dugout just on the right side of your screen? They're all hanging out from Utica.
They're trying to send them back because they have so many that are out of the dugout right now.
And there goes
the player. I think that was another reason why right there. The player was still in the dugout the whole time, and that's just not allowed. It's
There goes Carvelli. You are correct, as he sent out of the dugout and back to the clubhouse he goes, along with his coach. And a quick strikeout. The 2-2 count, and not happy. Swinging the bat in the dugout. But number 7, I believe that was who came in. Connor McCartney coming in with a 2-2 count to fill in for Carvelli, who was ejected. He kind of had to inherit a terrible situation, and that's what he got. 1 out, but an 0-1 count now for the next man up. Number 5, Michael Flashner, the second baseman.
From Utica.
They're trying to send him back because they have so many.
As this one gets by Beavers, it's driven back towards him, and we'll take the second base gap for the first man on in the top of the 7th. Michael Flashner, another hit on the day. Now up to bat, number 1, Connor Jones, the center fielder, has not recorded a hit all day. See if he can find his first here. Trying to attempt to get Utica some tempo as they sit down 11-1. Well, remember, Jarrett, when I said we got a bit of everything in this game? I feel like we just got the full slice of the pie.
We're missing one thing though, that little whipped cream on top. It's the home run ball. We're just missing that. It's a nice little whipped cream and cherry on the top of the.
I don't like whipped cream.
God, you are just ruining everything for me. You're a picky eater and a picky guy.
I don't like cherries.
Oh my God.
Strike one, 1-1.
Terrible situation, and that's what he got. 1 out, but a 0-1 count.
A 1-1 count, 1 out.
Number 5, Michael Flashner, the second baseman. This one gets by Beaver.
He's getting underneath this to center. Jalen David will be able to sit underneath that. A fly out from Connor Jones puts up 2 outs. So, you know, Jarrett, I know we had that one broadcast, and I know why I say we, I mean myself, where I was not calculating my math to the best of my ability. But if, you know, I've since practiced, I did my number charts, warmed myself up once more. I'm going to hold off for that right here for a second. Left fielder number 17, Jake Sweeney, up to bat. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count, but if you're keeping track, Batavia, you're in the top of the 7th. There's now 7 outs. See? Yeah, I did it.
There you go. You did
7 outs.
It's not 24. It's 27 outs.
But 0-1 count. Got to chip away at each one of those one at a time. It's another thing that I always like to preach is 27 outs. When I can actually do the math correctly is 27 outs, and you got to get one each at a time. You can't think ahead. Attack what's currently at the plate. 1-1, driven over the head of Inman, out to left field, and the runner's held up. Advancing the second is Flashner, and a single for Jack Sweeney. So, you know, Jared, I know we had that one broadcast, and I don't want to say we, I mean myself, where I was not calculating my math to the best of my ability, but if, you know, I've since practiced, I did my number charts. I don't think I would find It's a Small World that disruptive as a walk-up song. I don't know. I think I'd embrace it. 0-1 count, but if you're keeping track, so that's what they're playing here at Dwyer Stadium for number 2, shortstop Anthony Paratino. Who swings and misses for strike 1. I don't know. That song is embedded for me going to Disney World as a kid.
I went to Disney World when I was born, and I've never gone after that.
Who?
Disney World?
Yes. Ah! Strike 2. I'm a funny guy.
A funny guy.
Currently at the plate. 1-1, driven over the head of Inman, out to left field, and the runner's held up. Advancing the second is Flashner, and a single for Jackson. 0-2. The pitch from Beaver has him chasing in the top right. Woo, doggy! The top of the 7th comes to a conclusion. No more runs, and it's still 11-1. Batavia stays in the driver's seat, and Utica, they're in the back of the U-Haul just getting tossed around. I don't know. I'm just saying whatever comes to the mind.
You're just whipping these all
first.
out now because this is the last game. We gotta get them all out of us.
Some of them make sense, some of them don't, but that doesn't matter. We now got the
7-inch
formal
stretch.
singer of or singing of what I should say the take me out to the ball game. But we'll step aside for a commercial break, and we'll hopefully be back ready for the bottom of the 7th. I'm a funny guy.
Funny guy.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor, the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All
What
right.
else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, the official sponsor, the Batavia Muckdogs.
Quickly catching you up, you got a no 2 count against the leadoff hitter, center fielder number 50, Jalen David. 5th go round in the carousel for Batavia in terms of their batting order. And the 0-2 pitch from Catalano is dribbled, gets past the shortstop as he can't collect it out in front. And Jalen David will decide to go on a late maneuver. Oh, to second, he caught me off guard too. Oh, gosh. Jalen David to second base.
We got horse call part 2. If you know, you know.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
know
bad.
you definitely know that one.
That one was bad, but hey, we're having fun with it. I know it's the championship game, but at this point, like I said before, the broadcast has gone to how many issues? So why not have a little more fun and play relaxed? And ooh, not playing relaxed, they're playing nice as Catalano. Hit by pitch for Reyna.
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
And he'll take first base. Quickly catching you up, you got a no 2 count against the leadoff hitter, center fielder number 50. Going down is a double for Jalen David, who lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. Batavia again is already up 11-1. The shortstop as he can't collect it out in front, and Jalen David will decide to go on a late maneuver. Oh, to second, he caught me off guard too. Oh gosh. He's gonna miss downstairs. Jalen David to second base. Left fielder number 20, Glenn Brooks, up to bat.
I know you definitely know that one.
That one was bad, but hey, we're having fun with it. I know it's the championship game, but at this 1-0. Point, like I said before, the pitch dribbled and fouled down the third baseline. How many issues? So why not have a little more fun and play relaxed? And ooh, not playing relaxed, they're playing nice as Catalano. Hit by pitch for Reyna. And he'll take first base. Fouled off down the right field line this time. 1-2 count for Glenn Brooks. Recorded a hit in his last at bat. Beat things off in the bottom of the 7th. Batavia again is already up 11-1. I don't know if people are going to miss those commercials though. We'll see how next year's commercials compete to ours. I'm definitely going to have to check that in. Pickoff attempt over at second base. Not going to be able to get the speedster Jalen David out of there. Going to miss downstairs. Last time we're going to have to hear Bad Boys be played.
That is true. I will be missing the Bad Boys. I probably will never listen to it again, though.
I know that kind of ruined the song for me for quite a bit. 1-2. The pitch. That's fouled off. The overhead. We'll do it again. One-two count. Fouled off down the right field line this time. 1-2 count for Glenn Brooks. Recorded a hit in his last at bat. That's a strikeout against Glenn Brooks. Not able to make contact. First out here. 2 runners still on. And it brings up third baseman number 2, Jackson Inman. Been walked twice in 2 singles. Excuse me, a single and a double. 3 RBIs to his name already. Last time we're going to have to hear Bad Boys be played.
That is true. I will be missing the Bad Boys. I probably will never listen to it again, though. Because
Fouled off. Kind of ruined the song for me for quite a bit. Hit Inman on the way back to him. That's fouled off. Seems to be in a little bit of pain, or quite some pain at that. Down in the knee. The foot as well. Right above the foot, I want to say, more specifically. But he seems to be fine. He waved off the trainer. Just needed to walk it off, and on his own power, he's set and ready to go. 0-1. That's a strikeout against Glenn Brooks. Not able to make contact. First out here. 2 runners still on. Stepping off is Catalano. It's a lot of A's. Excuse me, a single and a double. 3 RBIs to his name already. It's dribbled and no called foul. Hit
him again.
As Braden Reyna played defense there for a moment on the right side of your screen. Again, Inman just unlucky with the way that these foul balls are going, and the trainer finally stepping out, trying to see if Inman's okay. He waves him back, though, to the dugout. I want to say, more specifically. He seems be fine. He waved off the trainer. Just needed to walk it off, and on his own power, he's set and ready to go. 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss for Inman. That's 2 outs now for the Utica defense. It's a double-edged sword, though, for Utica, because every out they get it brings up the Batavia defense. Well, unfortunately for Utica, as you can tell by the score, it has been quite notable in terms of, how should I say, putting up a lot of outs and not allowing quite a bit of runs. Up to bat, shortstop number 1, Cooper Russell.
Hit him again.
2 outs, 2 on. We'll see if Batavia can extend the lead by any bit more. Inman just unlucky with the way that these foul balls are going, and the trainer finally stepping out, trying to see if Inman's okay. He waves him back, though, to the dugout. It's fouled off to the backstop for an 0-1 count. The pitch, swing and a miss for Inman. 0-1. Checking in on the runner. Defense has not shifted. Finding the bottom right for strike 2 against Cooper Russell. Brings up the Batavia defense. Well, unfortunately for Utica, as you can tell by the score, it has been quite notable in terms of, how should I say, putting up a lot of outs and not allowing quite a bit of runs. Up to bat, shortstop number 1, Cooper Russell. 0-2. The pitch. Russell getting underneath this high flyer over to right center. Takes a day to be sent in the mail before it comes down. The third out, though, recorded for Utica. They're still down 11-1. They have 2 more chances. 6 more outs for Batavia to go, and they'll officially be crowned for the first time ever PGCBL champions. But again, still plenty of game left to be played. As I always like to say, don't get ahead of yourself and never say never. That's what I say all the time here on the broadcast, because we've seen it before. But for Utica, it'd be quite a haul entering the 8th inning. Garrett Beaver still out there on the mound for the Muckdogs. Bottom right for strike 2 against Cooper Russell.
Batavia to go, and they'll officially be crowned for the first time ever.
And here we go. The top of the 8th underway.
Again, still plenty of games.
6 more outs for Utica, and their season comes to a conclusion on podium. Batavia has fought all season long, though, and they haven't stood just to get podium. They want the cup. They want the chip. They want the ring. They're up 10 entering the top of the 8th. Garrett Beaver still out there on the mound, getting it done. It's the first batter faced. It's RJ Tome. It's 1 of 2 on the day. A strikeout recorded, no RBIs. As Beaver gets set for the second pitch. This one's dribbled. Excuse me, sent foul, 1-1. Beaver on the delivery. This one rifled over to Cooper Russell. Huge snatch to throw. And they got him. What a play from Cooper Russell. Takes the ball down with them, stands up and rifles it over to Quintero on first base.
Did we call Superman? I need to know. Did we, there's some crime somewhere, because holy, what a play.
You said Superman for a reason. That nickname has been the one that stuck all season long out of all of them, I think. Because he shows us that day in, day out. That goes for ball 1 back at home plate for designated hitter number 10, Xavier Smith. Beaver gets set for the second pitch. Gonna miss downstairs, 2-0 count. Excuse me, sent foul, 1-1. Beaver on the delivery. This one rifled over to Cooper Russell. Huge snatch to throw. And they got him. Pitch from Beaver. What a play from Cooper Not going to find the zone. A 4-0. Stands up and rifles it. Will walk Xavier Smith over to first base.
Did we call Superman? I need to know. Did we,
Third baseman number 32, Kevin Princella, up to bat. You said Superman for a reason. That nickname has been the one that stuck all season long out of all of them, I think. See what he can get done here. Because he shows us that day in, day out. So 1 of 3 on the day. That goes for ball 1. That's in for strike 1. Wouldn't it be the cherry on top right now, Jarrett, if Batavia is able to turn a double play?
I think so. I'd accept that as a cherry on top, even though you don't like cherries.
Well, I don't think Beaver wants that. I think he's just going to elect to try to attempt a strikeout.
What about an Oreo on top?
I mean, Oreos are all right, but it's like I can have one, and then I feel sick. 0-2. It's outside. 1-2. Not going to find the zone. A 4-0.
You're the pickiest eater I know.
No, that one, I'm backed up by a lot of people in that opinion. That one's just you. I think you're in the minority on that. 1-2. Third baseman number 32, Kevin Prince. Beaver deals this one down in the dirt. 2-2. See what he can get done here.
So 1 of 3 on the day. That's in for strike 1.
Rifled foul into the netting. Count stays 2-2. Do it again.
On top right now, Jared. If Batavia is able to create double play.
I think so. I'd expect that cherry on top, even though you know what cherry is.
Well, I don't think Beaver wants that. I think he's just going to elect to try to attempt a strikeout.
What about an Oreo on top?
2-2.
I mean,
Fouled
it is
off.
early, right? But it's like
Staying alive is Frankella.
0-2. It's outside. 1-2.
Yeah, exactly. I've never heard of anyone getting sick if they eat more than one Oreo.
That one's
Huh?
just you. I think
Just got a
you and
comment saying I've
Oreo.
never heard
1-2.
of anyone getting sick if they eat more than one Oreo.
Like, you just
Beaver
feel not
deals
great.
this
I'm not
one
saying you get sick,
down
but
in
like,
the dirt.
just kind of like,
2-2.
oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. Outside. Full count. I had this conversation back at my old college, SUNY Cortland, and I could tell you I had many people back me on that one. It's also where I was notable for buying Twist and Shouts instead of Oreos the one time.
Roll into the net.
Off brand.
Count stays 2-2. Do it again.
I saved $3. Payoff. And has him looking. A strikeout recorded. Harry
Skip
Beaver finds his third of the day.
Skip is now coming out, and I think he wants to bring out the last veteran in terms of pitching, and that is Eric Woodley, another veteran on the team, another person who isn't returning next year, very similar to Chandler and Beaver. So giving Woodley the chance to pitch in the championship game, it's something beautiful.
Right now, like you said, Beaver will get his flowers and his standing ovation, as you can hear that in the background.
I had this conversation back when I was in college, SUNY Cortland, and I could tell you.
But I was saying Gavin Chandler, then on to Garrett Beaver, and now at number 6, Eric Woodley, to close things out for the Batavia Muckdogs. Eric Woodley comes into tonight, 1.67 ERA. 4-1 record, 17 appearances, and 1 start. 5 saves as well registered. 32 1/3 innings pitched, 24 hits, 9 runs, 6 of those being earned, 6 batters walked, and 39 strikeouts. Good for third on the team.
Skip is now coming out, and I think he wants to bring out the last veteran in terms of pitching. And that is Eric Woodley, another veteran on this team, another person who isn't returning next year, very similar to Chandler and Beaver. So giving Woodley the chance to pitch in the championship game. Fair enough. It's something beautiful.
Right now, like you said, Beaver will get his flowers and his standing ovation, as you can hear that in the background.
So again, I will answer this, that we will stay on air for the full-out celebration for either team.
Trophy celebration.
Right.
Trophy coming out too.
I'm going to correct myself. I'm not jinxing anything. I'm not taking any chances. I'm knocking on every piece of wood I can find. But for the trophy presentation, we'll be able to stay on air through on the broadcast and just be able to display whatever we got going on. Obviously, we'll stay on air for that. And it will not end prematurely and following the game's conclusion. We'll see it all the way throughout. But as well, we'll be able to record things on other ends. If you want to see those camera angles, those will be on our social medias. They get posted as soon as possible. So usually up to date on their ends down within the other interns. So make sure to follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for any more videos or posts for the Muck Dogs following the conclusion of this game.
Again, I will answer this.
This one's dribbled over to third. A long throw for Inman, but 3 outs secured. First batter face a put out as Eric Woodley steps out on the mound to close things out. He's only got to do it one more time when we enter the 9th inning. But we're not at the 9th just yet. Not trying to get in my head of myself. We're at the bottom of the 8th. Batavia will be able to add on to their lead if they want. It's 11-1. And we're just going to get this out of the way rather than later. So, as said earlier on the broadcast, I will repeat this. I do deeply apologize for how things turned out for the broadcast in terms of internet and the streaming conditions. That was not at all the intention or the plan. It was working just, when I say just before things went on air. That was possibly the worst ill-timed issue I've ever seen with Wi-Fi. We gave it our all, and unfortunately this was what we've put up since. But we gave it our best shot, and that's all I could tell you, that we try to give it our all, and that's what we gave it through our entire season, Jarrett. I feel like this is our best time to say our farewells, if anything, because we will not be returning for the Batavia MUCKDOGS. This will, of course, be our last broadcast. It's been an absolute honor to be the voice of Batavia.
We'll save it till after the game. We'll save it.
No, we're gonna get out. We got to be able to let the guys have their own celebration. We're doing it now. It's not about us. So but for the time being, we're gonna say it now. It's been an absolute honor to be the voice of the Batavia MUCKDOGS and interact with you guys, whether in person, if I was able to meet you, or thereafter, just throughout the comments. Absolute honor, absolute pleasure. And Jarrett, if you want to add anything on.
Well, first things first, I got to talk to you. Shake my hand real quick. For anybody that does not know, I was a new broadcaster. Me and Grayson were 2 people that went to the same college. And I sent him a message one day when I found out that he got the job. I was like, hey, man, I was wondering if it would be okay if I was your commentator. And he gave me the okay, and the rest is now history. I feel like we've had very good moments together. We've gotten closer. I wish we could have hung out more in Cortland, but for right now, I would like to say to the fans, thank you for always listening to us, always going through our struggles. And as we get back into the game, I'll say thank you one more time to you, Grayson, and to all the fans that came to watch our broadcasts every point of the day, every day pretty much, because we always traveled in the away games too.
Absolute honor, and it's been a pleasure. But for now, we'll turn our attention back to what we've got in front of us. And, well, how about that to ignite? Immediately turn our attention back. Evan Brock takes an absolute beamer to the back stitches. Evan Brock awarded first base, and he's not happy about that one. That one was absolutely rifled.
And we got some action going on. And the pitcher's getting changed. I think after that pitch right there, they're taking him out. Brock is talking to the first base. He's not happy. Everybody's not happy right now.
No, you saw
it looked a little intentional.
You saw some of the players leak out of the left side dugout, as well from the right side dugout, that being Batavia and Utica. And it's still a little chippy out there as Coach Wallace is trying to keep Evan Brock from having any more falling out. And he's elected to just respond with this simple celebration out there on the first base path. And try to keep things calm and...
Yeah, we don't want any fights. That's the last thing we don't need. Let's get the game going. Let's get it back. We're here to play some baseball.
So still just got to wait to get back in this game. As you could hear the Take Me Home Country Roads, the crowd, they're still all here. They know what's coming. as we do have the pitching change. Anthony Catalano's night comes to an end. Johnny Amano now out there for the Utica Blue Sox. Make him the 6th pitcher. Catalano retires with 1 2/3 innings pitched, allowing 2 hits, no runs, 1 batter walk, 3 strikeouts across 10 batters faced, and 34 total pitches. But Johnny Amano coming into his place for the Utica Blue Sox to try to round things out.
Mono has made 11 appearances with a 3-0 record with a 7.52 ERA. In 26 innings pitched, he's gotten 27 hits, 27 runs, 22 of them being earned, 25 walks, 32 strikeouts on 106 total at-bats.
It's a new pitcher going against number 16, the first baseman, James Quintero. Again, no outs. Already stepping off. Reset. Do it again on Amano. Going against Quintero. At the head nod, the delivery missing downstairs for ball 1. High flyer within the infield. Who's got it? And ooh, almost a collision. It was Amano who got underneath it, but the third baseman from Utica coming across him. Slight collision, if you want to call it that, but they just kind of tangled up with each other, but still coming down with it is Amano for the first out. Now to bat, number 17, Braden I, the designated hitter. Came in earlier for the game against Joey Socorro. As he'll swing on the first pitch. High, you'll never know. Oh. Hope that the reconnection occurred. So misses downstairs off the 1-1 count. Apologies for that. We did have the complete disconnection there for a brief moment as I am praying that we are still online. And we are, and that's what I can say is enough for me at this point. 3-1. Pitch from Amano is dribbled and foul down the third baseline. Full count. For Braden I. Payoff. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for Amano. 2 outs. It brings up number 47, Cooper Romick. So Utica 1 out would then bring up the possibility for their fate to be sealed in this game, as that's strike 1 for Romick. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword. You strike out the Muckdogs, but at the same time, you just bring up the, how should I say, the inevitable.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you. 0-1. Amano won't find the zone here. 1-1, just outside. Are correct. This is the first ever Can USA championship across any team, as only 2 teams have been able to actually get a win within the West Division. If you want to look closely at the history of the past teams who've been able to win, it all dating back 15 years to 2011. The first team to win things off was the Newark Pilots. They won the first ever PGCBL championship dating back to 2011. And since then, I can tell you it's a lot of the Amsterdam Mohawks. (3-1) count. But again, exactly 2011 Newark Pilots, then the Amsterdam Mohawks for 3 straight, followed by the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, then the Amsterdam Mohawks, and then again Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, as this could land, and a diving snag from the center field. No, he can't hang on the way down, and another runner coming home back at the plate, bobbled by the catcher, gets by to the backstop, running all the way to third now is Romick. And time eventually called. It's now 12-1. And inflict any more damage, make it hurt more is what Batavia is trying to do. A runner on third base, 12-1, and we have a pinch hitter now back at home plate as well. But just to take you through that, almost a diving attempt. Looked like he had it from here for a second out in center field from Utica. That would have been the center fielder, number 1, Connor Jones. But it slipped out. I think he could not hold it on his diving attempt all the way down to the ground. It came out because of that. Every runner was already moving on 2 outs. As Jalen Roque rifles this over to left. Another runner comes in. Jalen Roque going to second. All the way to the wall. And a stand-up double for Jalen Roque. It's now 13-1, and Batavia adds on 2 more, because why not? Make it a dozen for a run differential and a baker's dozen for your run total. 13-1, Batavia has played absolute lights out tonight in the championship game. Now to bat number 50, Jalen David. Take strike 1 looking. But as I was saying, from 2012 to 2017, it was 4 wins for the Mohawks and 2 wins for the Diamond Dogs. And then interrupted by the Jamestown Jammers, who are now the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, as that's fouled off. Can it stay in foul territory just in front of the dugout? It will, in the glove for a moment, but dropped by the catcher. Out in foul territory, Madison can't hold it through. And the inning will continue. 0-2 count. But other than that, and the season canceled, of course, in 2020, from 2019 on, it was the Mohawks who won 4 and the Stallions who won 2. They also won the last year in 2025, but 2 teams in the West. The Jamestown Jammers in 2018 and the Newark Pilots in 2011. But other than that, no other West team has been able to get the chip to their name. Utica, representing the East, is currently down by 12. Getting underneath this one again is David. This one a little more room to work with on the grass, and caught by the first baseman. It brings an end to the 8th inning entirely. As it stands, 13-1 is your score, and as it reads, Batavia is 3 more outs. I can do the math, Jared.
You can do the math.
3 more outs from being declared your 2026 PGCBL champions. You can feel that the energy is still within the stadium. It's not left That's why no one's left, is they knew what was coming a long time ago.
We got the final countdown playing too. You know what that means. Crowd's getting hyped. They know what it means. This is amazing. This is a moment that we are going to be known for being the broadcast people for the champions of the PGC.
With a more than a delightful broadcast.
Hey, we stopped talking about that. We stopped talking about that. You told me we're going to stop talking about that.
Oh, wow. The 9th inning is finally upon us. Leading things off, number 7 for Utica. The pinch hitter came in earlier. Again, that was in for the now ejected Robbie Carvelli. Number 7, though, I think Connor McCartney take the first at bat here in the top of the 9th. And I mean, you look at this game, and you can't help but look at the scoreboard and just be like, where did it go wrong? And a big part of Utica just seemed to have gotten deflated. But on top of that, Batavia played better ball on every aspect of this game.
It's like you mentioned, they also had to put all their effort in yesterday to play against the Amsterdam Mohawks, where they got the upset, but now they just could not get the pressure back, that momentum that they had yesterday in this whole game against Batavia.
So first pitch from Woodley. It's going to be a hit by pitch. Gartney will take first base free of charge. A little bit of a hiccup. But again, we're just awaiting to hear the fans cheer and cry out. As Woodley is in control of the Batavia Muckdogs. And he'll be the one who gets the closing opportunity. Strike 1 registered. Against number 5, Michael Flashner. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That graphic finally decides to appear. Oh, 2. Gets away from Romick for a second. Was able to block it down in front of him. One, 2. Again, one thing to note is, well, actually, I'm going to hold it. You know, like I say never. I'm not expecting it, but I always like to I feel better about myself. I'm going to hold this thought till later, but 1, 2.
Woo! Woo-hoo! Stop hitting us!
Know about that? Woo! What about them McDogs?
1, 2.
Ow!
Just got 5 started in the back.
Dang, he definitely played hockey.
1, 2 count. This one, floater to left. It will get down in left field and will advance the runners. Now 2 on for Utica. I mean, what a road, what everything. As we look quickly before going back to what we've got, the playoffs, that's how it's played out. Batavia against Auburn, then Jamestown against Utica. And for Blue Sox, almost said Blue Skunks, but the Blue Sox against Sauger T. Stallions, the reigning defending champs, as this is high flyer over to right. Reyna's going to get underneath that, secure 1 out, tag up, going to third. We saw the cannon earlier in this game. He's just going to throw it into the cutoff man. 1 out. We're 1 of 3 from having this game all over. The runner will advance, though, on the tag up to third base. This one's going into foul territory. Can it be hung on? No, it's out of play. Well, it was caught in the end by a fan. It doesn't count. We're not playing Savannah Bananas. A one, dribbled back to Woodley, collected, 1 out. Can we see the second? It's over! Batavia Muckdogs are the 2026 PGCBL champions! Shock the nation! They've done it! 5 straight years they've been first, and they get the crown tonight!
Let's go. This season just ends off with a perfect season finale. The fans are going to love it. We're going to love it. Your Batavia Muckdogs are champions. Finally.
13-1 is your final score. The West Division being represented correctly. Batavia, through all the adversity, through all the troubles, they have hung in, day out. They play their hearts out. They play every game till the last out, and they did it. They treat themselves to a PGCBL championship trophy. As said by Skips, he felt something different about this team. Something about these guys for this season was different. And boy, was he correct. 2026, the crown is yours. Batavia, congratulations. The Muckdogs have done it. 2026, we be shown in your name. The Muckdogs get it done against the Utica Blue Sox. 13-1 final score. And I need a water.
I am feeling it.
There's going to be a post-game championship celebration at Eli Fish later this evening.
How about it, folks? Batavia, through everything, gets it done. The #1 seed in the West Division and the #1 seed within the PGCBL, the #1 team, Batavia. It's your turn. And it's all said and done here. I guess that's it for us, Jarrett.
Yup,
We're not needed anymore.
It's time for us to hang it up and start a new adventure.
You don't have to make it sound like the end of a movie, man. But it could be that.
Hey, whoa.
13-1 final score, Batavia. But as said, with no more baseball left to be played because Batavia is able to ride it all the way to the finish line, our job is no longer needed. Batavia Muckdogs 2026 PGCBL champions for the first time in team history. They joined the PGCBL back in 2021. Dating back to 2022, they were the #1 seed in the West Division for 5 straight years. They've been in this place before, haven't been able to get it done, but they finally do. Their name and team etched in history here in Batavia and the PGCBL. The fans have waited, the team has waited, and the wait no more. As for now, we'll decide to let the game breathe. Hopefully get the mic open, connected to down there. But as I was saying, for me, Jarrett, you and I, our job no longer needed. We'll say one more time, though, that there is if you are a local, a celebration at the local Eli Fish for an end of the game ceremony. But again, as we were saying, it's been an absolute pleasure to be the voice of the Batavia Muckdogs and have it all the way out to the end. And it's been an honor just to be the voice, go through all the end. But for now, Jarrett, we're going to step aside. We'll come back, but we're going to step aside for now. Let the game breathe. We'll be back when it's time for the final conclusions here on the broadcast.
On behalf of the Batavia Muckdogs organization, my wife Nellie, Mark Witt, Tom and Witt, and the ownership group, we want to say thank you to the greatest fans in the PGCBL. Thank you. If you look at the center field and you see all those banners on our jerseys, all those sponsors, that's what makes it possible. The season ticket holders and all the great sponsors. And then we went out and we found the best manager and the coaching staff in the PGCBL, Joey Martinez. If we turn it over to Joey, he can talk about the guys who did all the work and all the hard work. But this was one amazing season. The baseball gods came together and looked upon us. And so thank you to our great fans, our great sponsors. I'm going to turn it over to Joey and the wonderful players. But we want to make sure we see you all at one of our great sponsors, Eli Fish. You guys would love to have a soda with you. Batavia, listen up, Batavia. It's been 6 years in the making. This man gave me the opportunity to have this platform. Mark, Miss Nellie, the whole Kid USA gave me the pleasure and blessing to be the head of this organization and be able to run it the way I want to. But I am not who I am without these gentlemen behind me. It started this offseason, and I called Robbie and I said, Robbie, and now I just finally put my finger on the pulse. I told him, I don't know what it is about this team and these guys we're bringing in, but said this was the season. And I knew it. We knew it all along. Again, Batavia, you guys have been one amazing group. And we can't do this without your support, all our sponsors, and all the great support that we had today. I'm so honored to be the manager of this organization. And we bring it say this because I can't miss this. We've had two amazing coaches here that have put their, excuse me, French, their asses on the line day in and day out with these young men. Early work, for preparation, scouting reports, AI, data, early work, you name it. These guys, man, I gotta give a shout out. You guys gotta give a shout out to Grant Westman and Grant Pickup. And one guy that's been here since day one. And helping every guy, these guys washing their clothes, being there all 3-4 hours from 3-4 in the morning. E-Bars! Let's go, Batavia! Hey, the last thing I'll say is, Batavia, we are PGCBL champions! So that is awesome. I'm sure you'd love to hear from one of the players here. What about the MVP? Where's that? You say you've been here a few years.
I couldn't have done this without the countless guys behind me. Obviously, the support they give, push me to do the best I can. We all push each other. You know, Utica came off the bus and they said, "Welcome to the big boy baseball." Well, we just showed them how the West plays baseball.
Where's Beaver? Beaver, the legend himself.
I told these guys that I keep my promises all the time, and I won't use the wording I used to them, but they're going to have the biggest, gaudiest rings you've ever seen. Next time we walk around. We're going to have these big rings, so next time you see these guys, they are champions.
Batavia, we're going to party a little bit. We're going to party a little bit with my guys, and guess what? We want to see everybody at LA Life Fest and keep the party going. Thank you.
Thank you. The last thing is, don't forget to buy your season tickets for next year. On sale now.
And with that, the 2026 PGCBL season has come to a conclusion. Your Batavia Muckdogs have been able to get through every single wall that they faced and hoist the trophy at their own home field. 13-1 final score against the Utica Blue Sox. Again, it's been a fantastic season. Ended off in fireworks for the Muckdogs. As always, said it once, said it twice. I'll say it one more time. Appreciate you all for being able to watch us. Let us be the voice of the Batavia Muckdogs. Tune in, night out. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll miss you all. We'll be able to maybe see you on the next adventure. But since then, Batavia Muckdogs 2026 PGCBL champions. They got it done. And now the focus on the next year. But for now, you get the time to party. You get the time to celebrate. Congratulations to each and every one of these players, their families, and everyone who knew him along the way. In addition, can't go without saying, Gavin Chandler, your MVP of the game, has been awarded, and he's got his own trophy along with his own name on it. But again, thank you for tuning in to the PGCBL Championship. This has been the final broadcast. Tuning out. My name's Ben Grayson Italia. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. Everyone, have a good night.
See you later, folks.